All right, guys, today we brought out the Trek Marlin 6, and this is a video I've been wanting to make because I saw something in the bike shop a few days ago that really caught my attention, and I wanted to let you guys know so you don't make a mistake and buy this bike when really you're trying to get something that you think this bike is for, but it's really not. If you've been around my channel since the beginning, or somewhat the beginning, you know that I started with the Trek Marlin 6, and I love this bike. And this video is intended for people who know that they want to get into mountain biking and they strictly getting a bike to enter into the mountain biking space. When I got this bike, I didn't know I was going to be mountain biking. It just kind of turned into this whole situation, but I wanted to steer you guys in the right direction if you were trying to get into mountain biking and you know you're going to take it serious, to tell you why you shouldn't go with the Marlin. I would even go as far as saying any Marlin, and I'll tell you why. Now, a lot of people get this bike and say, oh, it's cheaper than all other bikes, I'll just upgrade it down the road as I get better and better. But that's where the problem lies, is the price with this bike now. So what I saw in the store shocked me. This bike is $849 US right now. While I think this is a great bike, if you're looking to get into mountain biking, this is not the bike for you, especially not at that price, because there's some components on this bike that would need to be upgraded, and this bike makes it kind of hard to do that. So those are some of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about with this bike, so you don't get this and feel trapped like, oh, now I got to get a new bike because I can't upgrade this bike. So I want to give you guys the lessons I've learned with having this bike and trying to upgrade it. Now, one of the first things on this bike for that price at $900 that you don't get, that you definitely will need, especially if you ride chunky terrain, is you need everything tubeless ready. And these rims and tires that come on this bike are not tubeless ready. These are aftermarket tires that I put on there. I still got the tubes in them because if I wanted to go tubeless, I gotta makeshift tubeless, or I gotta buy a whole new wheel set. So I just kept the tubes in it. Now, while a lot of people still ride with the tubes, it's definitely a lot easier on you if you're riding a hardtail. It cushions the ride a little bit. You can ride lower pressure so the bumps don't feel as harsh. At $900, I would definitely like to have something that's tubeless ready. Here's another thing that I think you would want to have if you wanted to get into mountain biking and you want a bike that's more capable out of the box, is a dropper post. None of the Marlins have a dropper post, and I think definitely the Marlin 8 should have a dropper post, but it doesn't. So I think that's a huge deal if you want to get into mountain biking, because it allows you to ride different types of trails and not have to worry about messing with the seat all the time. So that's something that I would definitely look for in a bike if I'm looking to mountain bike and I want a capable mountain bike right out of the box. All right, now the third and final thing that's a huge issue with this bike as far as upgrading, and that is the fork situation. So with this fork, it's a straight steer tube, it's not a tapered, so you got to make sure you know that when you get this bike, because if you want to upgrade this fork down the road, it'll be a lot easier than having to deal with the straight steer. So that's a huge problem that I ran into because I didn't know about bikes at the time, and I just thought I could upgrade the fork whenever I wanted to. So when I tried to go do that, it didn't work like I thought it would. So make sure if you buy a bike, you check and see if it's a tapered head tube, because that makes a world of difference when you're ready to upgrade the fork. All right, with all that being said, this is still an awesome bike for sure. That's why I still have it. But if you want to get into mountain biking and you want to kind of skip that gradual, easy step where you ride trails like this and you feel confident, you could just jump right into the, I guess you could say, traditional regular mountain biking. I would probably skip this and go for something like a Roscoe 7 and up, or any other brand that's comparable to that. Yeah, this bike, I love it, but if you're getting into the mountain biking world, I don't recommend it, because I think you'll grow out of it real fast, and it's only so many upgrades you could do to this bike that will make it more capable and improve the riding as much as you would like it to. Ooh, let's go down here. But trails like this, and if this is all you want to do and you just want a fun bike to ride and you don't need nothing too crazy, this is the bike for you, because it'll perform for sure under less strenuous situations like this and light trails. But if you want to get rowdy, you could do it on this bike. It just might not feel the best. And why are my gears acting weird? What in the world? It just won't perform like a real mountain bike would. If you want to get this bike just to dabble into mountain biking a little bit and still ride light trails mostly, ride some streets, some commuter stuff, this is the bike for you. But all out mountain biking, I wouldn't suggest it. But I wanted to share this information with you guys so you don't buy the wrong bike or think you should get this bike when you should really be getting something else. That mistake happens a lot, and you end up spending more than what you pay for this bike just trying to upgrade it. So you definitely don't want that to happen. So I just wanted to share this information with you guys because I tried to upgrade this bike and it was a lot harder than I thought. So I don't want you guys to run into the same situation. I'd rather you just get a bike that's more ready out of the store, out of the box, because you don't want to end up paying more to upgrade the bike than you actually paid for the bike. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.